Brown, 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 brown. Oh my goodness. All right, just give me a second to get the tweet out to get it started. So upset because that was a very winnable game against a good team. That just really hurt my feelings. Also, I forgot to charge my computer while the game was on and need both of these ports for the mic and the camera. So, don't know how long this is going to last. Computer's dying pretty rapidly. Might have to cut it short pretty early. Devastating loss. And my computer's going to die pretty soon. So I'm going to make this one pretty quick. I think I'm just going to ramble, real shit. I think I'm just going to go on a rant and it'll be what it'll be. We'll see how long we can go. I'm just really frustrated, though. That was really frustrating. That was really disheartening. And we weren't supposed to lose that game. Not like that. All right. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. Give people a second to get in here if they make it. I thought I put it on Periscope. It doesn't look like it's going to Periscope. I don't really know how that works. I'll figure it out after this. We're just going to rock with who's here for now. Shout out to you guys for showing up. All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Knicks fans here, there, and abound. Welcome to Postgame Pouting with I Hate Sean. This is Postgame Pouting. I'm I Hate Sean. And the Knicks took a tough matinee matchup loss today against Miami. 109 to 103. Very winnable game. And it's really upsetting to lose it. We were in it the whole time. We got off to a great start. This loss is on Tibbs, bro. This loss is on Tibbs. And I know people were killing me for saying the things I was saying after the last game when Alfred played so many minutes and IQ played 12 minutes. And, I was saying we need the best possible team on the court. And they were like, oh, but we won, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, but, if you don't, then it turns into, why didn't you? And that's what happened tonight. For way too long. Listen, like I said, Alfred, 22 points on 19 shots isn't great, but it was a good Alfred Payton game. It's a good game for Alfred Payton, so I understand having Alfred Payton on the floor when he's playing well by his standards especially. I get it. I wasn't killing it. But tonight, Alfred can't play that many minutes, bro. Alfred can't play 30 minutes. He can't. He can't play 31 minutes. He can't be 3 for 12. He wasn't helping us tonight. He was hurting us. The Heat they're already a very good defensive team. They double a lot. They're blitzing. And putting that you basically spoon-fed them all game defensively by giving them someone they could double off of. Anytime they were doubling, they were kind of I don't know if they always double, so their doubles are always so hot, but they were just doubling, almost as if they weren't thinking about it. And it was because they always knew that no matter where you were doubling from, Alfred was the person you're leaving. So if somebody just ups and doubles, Alfred, man, is going to go find his. That's what was happening all night. It made it way easier for them, man. And the floor was shrunk. As you can see, when IQ was out there and they were doubling him, and that's when Obi got that really open three in the corner. The floor was huge because the double IQ, they were, once again, doing it 35, 40 feet away from the basket. They don't have to double Alfred on that because Alfred is getting his screen set at the elbow. So he's getting doubled in the paint. Oh, man. Oh, Julius. Julius Randle was amazing. Before I get into complaining, Julius Randle was phenomenal. Once again, he was, it was ridiculous. That post up, when he started backing, first of all, he was backing Bam down. He was moving Bam, and Bam was a strong dude. And then he just hit that baseline fadeaway. It was oh my goodness, bro. So Julius tonight, 26, 13, and 7. That's an excellent game. 10 for 18 from the field, 3 for 8 from 3. We can't ask for much more from Julius Randle. Excellent game, bro. Thank you so much. Once again, if you're not voting Julius Randle to the All-Star game every single day, you are not doing your civic duty as a Knicks fan. He was fantastic. but you have to make life easier for him, bro. It was the Heat have good defenders. They have a good defensive scheme. And he was playing with a smaller floor when he was out there with Elf, bro. It's unnecessary. Like, you've got to get some shooting on the floor. You have to get him out of the game. He was killing us. For 19 minutes for RJ, bro. What the hell? How come Elf has an unlimited leash? Like, it doesn't matter what people are telling me. Oh, RJ wasn't playing that well. He didn't play very well in the first half, whatever. He hit a 3 in the second half. Like, he didn't even get much time. He came out with 5 minutes left in the third quarter and never came back in the game. Alfred plays, no matter how poorly Alfred plays, he gets his minutes. I don't understand that. If anybody's earned that, it would be RJ. Like, why? RJ's been extremely consistent for us for over a month. He's been playing great basketball. And his first off night, you give him 19 minutes and have him sit out the rest of the game from halfway through the third quarter? Are you fucking serious? But we keep putting Alfred Payton on the floor. Alfred fucking Payton. Damn it, I told myself I was going to stop using the F word so much on here. I just don't understand, bro. And I don't know what it's going to take. I hope this was it. We just traded for Derrick Rose, so maybe this is the last time I have to do this. I pray we waive Elfrid Payton. He should not still be playing. If we still have these problems after we get Derrick Rose in here, I am going to be sick to my stomach, bro. 31 minutes. He shrunk the floor all night. I keep telling y'all, my beef at this point isn't even really with Elfrid Payton. He's out there. If I'm out there on the floor for 30 minutes, I'm going to play basketball too. But he's not that good. He doesn't help the team. He hurts. It's a bad fit. He shrinks the floor for everybody involved, bro. As soon as IQ got back, I'm glad he put IQ back in the fourth quarter, but it took too long. It took too long. I'm glad he finally swallowed his pride and admitted, oh shit, yeah, okay. But it took too long. We were already in the hole. As soon as IQ was on the floor, he was making a play. That's how I found out he was on the floor. I didn't see him. I didn't realize he was back on the court. He came out of the timeout. By the time I looked up, he was in the lane throwing the alley-oop to Mitch. And I was like, oh shit. Like, so he needs to be on the floor more, bro. It's pretty simple. And this should be it. Like, we should be seeing it from now. Like, Elf was killing us, bro. He's not even a little bit of a three-point threat. They were literally doubling off him at every single chance. He was the guy. It was like, okay, you can double anywhere because we can replace because Elfrid Payton is on the floor, and at the very least, we don't have to worry. He's not going to catch us slipping. Like, they're not worried about the kick out to Elfrid Payton. They're not worried about it being swung to Elfrid Payton. Like, he's so limited, bro. He's so limited, and that's why even when he does give you 22 on 19 shots, you cannot treat him like a Hall of Famer. Like, no, it is what it is. He is what he is, and it's not about a hate for Elfrid. It's not about me being angry with Tibbs. It's not that I'm the Knicks fan that wants to be upset all the time. No, I just want the team to be the best it possibly can be, and I see how it can be better. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It doesn't make any sense. It's ridiculous, and we should not have to still deal with this. Now that Derrick Rose is here, I pray that it means that we are either trading or waiving Elfrid Payton or just benching him. He should not be in the rotation, bro. That was bad. Tibbs lost us that game, bro. I don't understand how Elfrid has that leash and RJ has to stay on the bench. Yo, excellent game for Reggie Bullock. 7 threes, 6 in the first half, 1 in the second half. That's unfortunate, but at the end of the day, he gave us 7 threes, man. I've begged for production from him. We got it today. Thank you, Reggie. Alec Burks, he was hitting. I don't like that lineup. We went to that lineup. It was way too much Point Burks going on for a second. I don't want him being the initiator. I'd rather give it to IQ or give it to Julius. Alec Burks is best in a spot-up role, unless he's getting a little bit hot. But when you have him coming from this, like, he's not the guy to get the screen, the high screen and roll at 35 feet, like, and come down and put pressure on the defense attack. Nah, that's not him. Don't have him doing things he shouldn't be doing. It takes him out of rhythm. Like, I don't want to see those touches anymore. That's an RJ. If you put RJ up there and give him the 30, like, give him the high screen, that's who we need to have coming downhill. But he wasn't even in the game, so you get it to Julius in his spots, or you have IQ at the ball, but we don't need those from Burks. Have Burks spot up, have Burks come off screens, have Burks use that pump fake, put it on the floor, pull up, those kind of things. That's where he's gonna score at, but. He shouldn't point Burks or never. It never goes well for us, ever. It literally never goes well for us, and it almost always throws Alec Burks out of it. Winnable game. Oh, that's so upsetting. All right, I'm so sorry. I had a lot to get off my chest. Let's see what you guys are saying, though. And I apologize. I'm not going to get through all the comments. My computer is literally on 9% right now. It's dying rapidly, but the only 2 ports are here for the camera and the microphone. I thought it was charging during the game. I normally charge it during the game. I blew it today, and I'm really sorry about that. Oh man. Devastating loss. Tibbs lost that game for a fact. I'm pissed. Send Peyton on the first flight to Shanghai, please. I'm in Miami and local broadcast was raving about Randall. Nice to see other teams showing respect to our guys. That's amazing. I'm glad because he was hooping, bro. Like I'm glad that he's getting the respect he deserves around the league. He was absolutely hooping and he's been doing it every day for us, man. It's great. Make sure you're voting Julius Randle to the All-Star game every single day. I feel like Tibbs has a leash on the young guys. Obi shows great. Oh! Love the Obi. Love the Obi flashes. Understand why he took him out, even though I would have liked for Randall to come back in and be next to Obi, but Taj was definitely doing his job. So leaving Taj in for that little spell, that time it's understandable. You got to get Randall back on the floor, so I get that. But I love to see what we saw from Obi while he was out there, and I hope to see him continue to do things like that going forward, and hope to see his role in minutes increased to reflect that. Like get him some touches, man. Like he looks comfortable shooting that three now. He got to the basket on a drive. He cut to the basket and put it on the floor and bodied and finished. Like, I love seeing him be able to do that. So I hope we continue to see that from him. Playing Peyton 30 minutes when he's 3 for 12 from the field, but only playing RJ 19 minutes and IQ 17 minutes. It doesn't make any sense, bro. It makes no sense. 19 minutes for RJ, 17 minutes for IQ, 31 minutes for Peyton. He's 3 for 12 from the field and shrinking the floor for everybody every single time. And this whole, I don't know what you guys try to make of his defense as if he's Gary Payton. I don't understand it, but I didn't see it today. Not that he was horrible defensively, but he's just not good enough to warrant shrinking the floor for everybody. Like, IQ plays pretty solid defense, bro. Like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand, and it cannot continue. Like, this cannot be a persisting problem, especially now that we traded for Derrick Rose, because if the Derrick Rose trade makes sense, it means that Elfrid Payton isn't playing anymore. Otherwise, I'm mad about the trade because if you're taking even more minutes away from IQ, it's the stupidest shit ever. Yet the vets can do whatever, whenever, and keep the minutes they get no matter what. I don't get it. It makes no sense, bro. RJ on the bench is blasphemous. Blasphemous, bro. He's been so good for us this year. So consistent, bro. Like, that made no sense, and it actually pains me. He deserves better than that, bro. He deserves more respect than that. And I don't understand why Elfrid Payton gets that respect that RJ deserves for having 2 games that honestly aren't better than many games that RJ's had all year. Like, I don't consistently, like, RJ has been consistent, bro. Both ends of the floor, he's been amazing for us this year. He's been our second star, low key. Like, he's turning in, he's a little budding star. You feel me? So it's just like, for him to get 19, that is ridiculous, and I don't understand. Like, it doesn't make any sense, and it's not proportionate. Like, it just what's going on? Like, are we basing things on merit? Because why was Austin Rivers getting 4? Like, Austin Rivers was on the floor for a minute. Like, he came out even when Elfrid came back in. Elfrid once again came in for IQ. And it's like IQ was out there. He was making some plays. He could have made plays. Like, I don't know why he took him out. But it's like you could have taken out Rivers. Like, the fact that IQ and RJ were both on the bench and Elf and Rivers were both in the game, whatever you got to give it to Elf, whatever. I don't get it. But Rivers has been ass lately, bro. Like, I love Austin Rivers, but I don't even think he would mind. He's been ass. It's called as it's seen, bro. Austin Rivers has been ass. He did nothing to warrant getting those minutes down the stretch, especially over RJ and IQ. It makes no sense to me, and it's very disheartening, bro. It's really frustrating, and it's the things that frustrate me in the wins because I want the team to be as good as possible, and I see how that can hurt us. So it's like now we're 11-14. Even sometimes you guys forget about games after they happen. Whatever, I get that. Y'all aren't used to winning. We aren't used to winning. We're Knicks fans. So you guys forget about games after they happen. So you guys were telling me we were 11-13, and I was sitting here thinking like, yo, if we fix some of these small tweaks that could be fixed, we could be like, what's 11-13? So we could have been, I don't know, 13-11. We could have been even get crazy 14-10. Like, there's a couple of games that we didn't have to lose, and this is another one of those. So maybe you can't go back and remember those. But yesterday, you guys all told me, and not you guys. Yesterday, a lot of people were in my mentions a lot, like defending Elfrid Payton, all kind of stuff, saying that like we're never satisfied, blah, blah, blah. Stop trying to complain about things. But it's like, yo, we're 11-13. Okay, so yesterday we were 11-13. Today, this loss is on Tibbs. So now we're 11-14. And we could have been 12-13. And that's why things like this are so frustrating, because that shouldn't happen, bro. It's going to come down. I know we haven't been in a playoff race in a while, so maybe y'all don't understand, but a game is a big deal. Like, a game is a big deal. It's a very big deal. It's a very, 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 very big deal, especially in a 72-game season, especially in the first year where they're doing this play-in format. I would like to get the 6th seed. I don't want to get to the play-in. You know what would really hurt my soul more than anything in the world? The Knicks snagging the 7th seed and losing in the play-in tournament and not really making it to the playoffs. That would be disgusting. So it's nights like these that are so unnecessary. We did not have to lose this game, bro. We should have won this game. This is on Tibbs. The rotations have to be fixed. It's amazing, bro. I love Tibbs. The people saying, "Oh, he's got to go," they're wilding. I don't attach me to that. I don't speak for that. I have nothing to do with that. But the rotations have to be fixed. I love being a top defense. It's amazing. So let's fix the offense a little bit. Like, let's open the offense up. As Brian said earlier, let's unleash the offense. Like, it's so simple. It's so simple, and it's very easy to see. And I'm just baffled. There's so many things I'm upset about because the disrespect to RJ Barrett and having him on the bench and Elfrid Payton being able to roam free and turning RJ Barrett into the Squidward meme, watching Elfrid and Rivers stink it up. It's just gross. Gross. Absolutely gross. Boom, boom. RJ on the bench is last minute, yes. And D-Rose is going to come in. This better be a tank move. Otherwise, the same old Knicks. No, I don't know. No, better be a tank move. No, let's go to the playoffs. The Mavericks are tanking for us. Let's go to the playoffs. There is no tank move. Like, no. Stop playing Elfrid Payton. Elf playing more than IQ and RJ is a sin. A sin. And it needs to stop. I don't trust Tibbs at all. I mean, look, man, like, I love him. Like I said, like, I'm glad he's here. I'm glad we're a great defense. But, like, yo, come on, bro. You're a smart dude. Start making some sense. Like, the rotations there, it's getting really, really bad. Like, and it's very loud at this point. All right, after seeing what I saw today, the disrespect to RJ and IQ, I'm positive that Rose is going to negatively affect these rotations. This is sickening. Yeah, it gives me anxiety, bro. It gives me anxiety because it's like the rotations are already bad, and it's like they're already like married to Elf, so it's like him coming, Rose coming in. I have no issue with the Rose move if it means he's coming in to play 25 to 30 minutes with IQ. Like 25 to 30 minutes for Rose. 25 to 30 for IQ, whatever, however you want to work it out. Them going a little two-guard lineups at times, cool, whatever. But if it means he's out here playing with Elfrid Payton and Derrick Rose are playing, that makes no sense. Now that Derrick Rose is here, we really shouldn't be seeing Elfrid Payton at all. I would hope that he's being traded or waived. We shouldn't be seeing him at all. Like, it's no point of having that happen, but it's very dangerous after seeing what happened tonight and seeing the way RJ and IQ are continuously being disrespected and the way that he is dying on the Elfrid Hill no matter what, as if Elfrid has really earned that. Like, Elfrid has not earned that. And for those of you who like to pretend that Elfrid has earned it when he has one or two serviceable games, look at what just happened to RJ Barrett. How can you tell me that RJ Barrett hasn't earned that? How can you tell me that RJ Barrett hasn't earned that but tell me that Elf has? At some point, you have to acknowledge that it doesn't make sense. You can't just be contrarian for the sake of being contrarian. Stop responding to arguments that we're not making and acting as if that's what's being said and you're making a point and you're speaking from the point of wisdom and the one that's making sense, and we're all delusional and crazy Knicks fans who are never satisfied and we just want to hate something. No, it's pretty obvious, bro. The rotations fucking suck. And it has to improve because this team, although we're 11-14, we could be better. And for those of you who can't think back to a week or two ago, or even the first Chicago loss, to those of you who can't think that far back, look at today. Y'all were telling me we were 11-13. Today we could have very well been 12-13, and now we are 11-14. That is a big deal, especially when the standings come around at the end of the season and you're trying to cling on to those playoff spots. Oh. It's not sustainable basketball. We need the spacing. We need the shooting. We can't bench RJ and quickly. We lose too much scoring ability. Facts. Well said, Jordan. Facts. Like that exactly. It's not sustainable basketball. You're not going to 22 on 19 shots is not sustainable basketball. It wasn't going to happen again. A guy that can't shoot at all playing point guard for 31 minutes against a team that's trapping everything is a nightmare. It's a nightmare, bro. It's a nightmare. I hate to use video games, but I know some of you play 2K. If I'm playing against a team that with the point guard that can't shoot, and I am doubling off of him all game. It's simple. It's not a video game in real life, but it's the same concept. They doubled off of him all game. It made the double teams easier. It made the rotations easier. It made the floor so much smaller. Play 2021 basketball, bro. Like, we're here. You have to space the floor. You need shot creation. You need guys who can get to the rack. You need guys who can get to the line, quickly draw. He was drawing fouls while he was out there. You need it. You need it, bro. You need it. You need threats on the floor. Oh. Tibbs is the reason why we aren't fourth in the East right now. That's a fact. Tibbs is the reason why we are in the playoff race, but he's also the reason why we're not further into it. Like, we could easily be fourth. I looked at the standings. I was like, wow, we could be fourth, realistically. There's a couple of games. I'm not going to go through all, like, it's not every single loss. Like, oh, this could have been a win. No, but there's a couple of times where it's like, yo, this is not the first time this has happened this year. If this was the first time I think that most people can see the rotation lost the game tonight. I think that if you can't see that, then your whole perspective is whack. I don't know. I don't even try to. I told Julian and Shane today, like, I've learned to tune out the opinions of those who don't know shit. Like, once they're identified, like, oh, okay, you don't know what you're talking about. When I see your Avi, I know to just tune it out. Like, I don't even care anymore. Like, but it's pretty clear. Like, it's pretty clear to see it. So it's like, the rotations can lose us a game, and it's not the first time it's happened. And it's like, we have to fix this going forward so that we don't keep losing games to the rotation. The rotation shouldn't keep losing us games, bro. We are now, 12 and 14? No, 11 and 14. So we're 25 games into the season. It's a 72 game season. We're more than a third into the season. We cannot still be losing games to the rotation. Like, we've been blessed not to really deal with a whole lot of injuries, especially recently. Most people are healthy. We've been blessed not to deal with really any problems due to the COVID protocols. We've really been blessed this year. We should have our rotation figured out by now. It's 25 games, bro. 25 games. We cannot still be losing games to the rotation. It's ridiculous. Oh. I don't care what happens. RJ Barrett in year 2 should never play less than 20 minutes. In all caps, Z, and as it should be. Never. He should never play less than 20 minutes. It's ridiculous. Sean Random, but would you ever do a live stream Knicks game from tip-off to post-game? Think it would be fun interaction. Damn, that sounds dope. I mean, like, if you guys are with that, like, I like that idea. That sounds really dope. Damn, that's pretty cool. I've never even thought of something like that. That would be pretty cool. I got to improve my internet, make sure, the Wi-Fi, having a bunch of things going on at one time. Got to make sure I'm cool for that. But, yeah, no, I like that idea. I mean, let me know how you guys feel. Tweet me. Let me know how you guys feel about that idea. If you really, like, I'd be down. Tips the Herb, RJ bench, quickly bench, Obi bench, Elf played 31 minutes for 7 points and 5 assists. I'm sick to my stomach. Obi finally caught fire and was promptly benched by that beach ball. Tibbs doesn't understand offense at all. Yo, Alex, I agree with almost everything you said, except I wasn't necessarily upset when Obi came out. Like I said earlier, I understood you got to get Julius back on the floor as Julius, and Taj was playing his role well in that moment. Like, he was defending well, he was getting on the boards. He was having a good game as well. So I get leaving Taj in for the time he was in until Mitch got back. I would have liked to see Obi stay out there with Julius, but I'm not gonna kill Tibbs for that move. But everything else was bad. Everything else was horrible. Everything else was terrible. Tibbs lost us this game for sure. Those Alfred Rose lineups are going to be sickening, bro. The thought of Alfred Payton and Derrick Rose on the court together makes me want to throw up. I don't want that. I don't want that at all. The Rose move is cool if we never had to see that. Yo, my computer's on 1%, so I apologize for every single comment I didn't get to. I'm really sorry, and I'm sorry this rant is cut short because I honestly had a lot more to say, but I feel like we got the general gist of it. Tibbs lost us this game. Excellent game for Julius Randle. He's an all-star. Make sure you go vote for him. Shout out to you guys for supporting everything we do at the Knicks wall, and we love you so much. Thank you so much from the bottom of the heart. It means a lot. All right, guys, have a great one. Be safe. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the Super Bowl. Have an excellent week. Oh, well, not excellent week. I'll see you guys again for pregame prayers. Our next game is Tuesday, I believe. I'm not sure, but I'll check on that, and I'll see you guys again for pregame prayers. Once again, subscribe to the YouTube.